for a lot of people who know me, and for those who don't, I'm actually a certified mental performance coach, and achieved that certification about 5 years ago. And for the last couple of years, Créde doesn't know this, but I've been looking for her for a couple of years, because what I'm not is a psychologist. And for those of you who know me, I consider myself, I'm a pretty good trader, but I'm always seeking continuous improvement in myself and in the organizations I'm associated with. And so, in the spirit of making a good thing better, I really had interviewed different organizations and different individuals like Créde over the last couple of years for a couple of reasons. One, to help me out, but two, those that know me through ChartPros, is I like to pay it forward. I like to bring products and offerings that I think are of value, to myself and to traders. I like to be able to offer that. So when I went into I really had no inkling that there'd be a strategic alliance coming out the backside of it. But you know what they say, when good people get together, great things can happen. So the course, for me, it was a very intense 8 week, almost like a boot camp scenario, if you will, where there was, modules to go through. And some of the stuff, I had been exposed to before. And one of the things that I thought to be most important is, I can't think of anything that Créde teaches that's not research or science oriented. So it's backed by the data and it's proven. How you adapt it is needs to be proven by yourself. But I'll tell you, when I looked at the 7 steps, the one that really stuck out to me that I couldn't wait to get to was in our 3rd week of decoding your mental blocks. Because again, I'm not a psychologist, but I'm smart enough to know I don't know everything. And so I like to surround myself with people that are experts in areas where I'm not, and then learn from them. And in this opportunity, I certainly did. And so I was able to work with Créde, on one-on-one, in addition to the courses that I took. And it has helped me not only in my trading. There's an old adage of trying to go from good to great, and I'm certainly well on my way there, with trading. And as if you know me, I'm a pretty good trader. um, but one of the things that as a byproduct that I didn't anticipate is it's really helped me in 2 other areas of my life. One is relationships, with family members, and then also spiritually as well too. But I'm not here to get into a religious conversation, but it has really opened my eyes up into an area where I had very little formal training and education. And I'll be quite honest, I'd shared this with Créde before. When I was younger, I used to think mental performance and psychology was for soft people. I just didn't understand it. I was probably ignorant, by my standards for today. But when I was younger, I thought I already knew it all. And it seems like the more mature and older I get, the less I really know. So I seek to understand. And for some of you, this may resonate, very deeply with. If you're a good trader trying to get better, then this is absolutely for you. And if you've struggled at trading, this is something that can certainly help you. And for those that have worked with me before, I recognize some of the names. You've heard me say before, focus on the process, not the outcome. Well, what Créde brings is a very methodical and systematic way of going through process goals, performance goals, and outcome goals, and very detailed exercises to articulate what those are, discover and learn things about yourself, the subconscious part of it, which is fascinating to me. I love to learn, about my subconscious, especially as Créde pointed out. Would you say 95% of our outwardly actions are controlled by our subconscious? And so affirmation scripts were huge for me. Undergraduate areas in computer science and programming, so I'm a very logical person. And so I wanted to not necessarily reprogram my subconscious because it was bad, but I wanted to program it to be better. And just simple things like that. In my affirmation scripts, for myself, it takes me about 5 minutes every morning, and it's part of my pre-trading routine. And talk about the things that Créde put on the list. I think I experienced every one of them in my trading career. Nobody ever starts out good. I've been trading for over 20 years. And so there's 20 years worth of knowledge and experience that I've amassed. And I think I experienced most of the issues that she had articulated in some of those earlier slides. And so the affirmation scripts can help you deal with some of those. And even when I lose a trade nowadays, like even this morning, I lost a trade on the NASDAQ. to get started. But then I found my next level and stuck to my plan, and my winner far exceeded my losses. So one of my affirmation scripts is, part of trading is to learn how to gracefully accept losses, and it's just part of it. And to me, a lot of you who know me, I've been a baseball player and a baseball coach, and baseball is a game of failure. If you're successful 3 out of times at hitting a baseball as a hitter, well, you could be a Hall of Fame player, and that's just a 30% success rate. So, to kind of sum it up, today I won one trade and lost one trade, but I was up significantly, and thanks a lot in part to what I've learned from Créde's course. So thank you, Créde.